I'm starting to get concerned. And he doesn't look the same. And it's like, I think he's injured. Even when he runs, he looks a little shaky. And we're at a standstill right now where it's like, what do we do next? I thought the defense played fairly well, against a really good offense to that last drive. But then even on the offense, like, we have good moments and then we have a setback. We have good moments and have a setback. So I am nervous about my Eagles. I haven't seen us look like this in a long, long time.
Are you worried that the Eagles are falling apart, big dog?
No, I'm not. What the Eagles are going through was what every other team is going through. Other teams have lost.
Sure.
They've lost 10 games. And then if you look at all the top teams, they've had times where they went on losing streaks.
Yes, sir.
Right? Cowboys.
Yep.
Niners.
Yep.
Right? Even the Dolphins. It was lost and other loss in between, but they've been there. And my thing is, like, if you look at the way we played, we haven't played great all year. I can say that. I can be honest. But we still find ways to win games. We in the same ballpark as everybody else. And the best thing about it is what? We're 10-4 now? What are we? 10-4 now? Something like that? I mean, we still one of the top teams in the league.
There was so much wrong with that clip, but I'm going to just start with the fact that the Dallas Cowboys have not gone on any type of losing streak this season. In fact, the Cowboys are one of the best teams coming off of losses, and Dak Prescott has put up some of his better career games coming off of losses. As you can see, he has put up several, and I mean several, 100+ passer rating games coming off of losses. So don't try to bunch the Cowboys in with that crowd that you just tried to slide the Eagles into. Your team has issues, and even those two clips shown back to back clearly illustrate that you are being disingenuous on Speak, because I believe when you were speaking on Up and Adams, you were being a lot more honest or candid, I should say, if you're capable of being candid. As we can clearly see, you're not exactly someone that we can trust the things coming out of your mouth, because on one clip, you stated that you had some concerns for the Philadelphia Eagles. You had some concerns for Jalen Hurts. And you even tried to give him an out by saying that, hey, he looks injured this year. Something looks wrong. He looks like he regressed a little bit. He looks like he just doesn't look the same. I don't know. Something's wrong. You know what's funny about that, LeSean McCoy? Is you're speculating about Jalen Hurts being injured, but for one, he hasn't been listed on a large majority of the Eagles' injury reports this year. Two, I'm not surprised your IQ is low enough that you're falling for the fake Michael Jordan act, the fake superhero act that Jalen Hurts is trying to put on every time he feigns an injury. He's kind of like the Anthony Davis of the NFL at this point. My man acts like he gets injured all the time, so that way he gets all the eyes on him and then he could come back and make this glorious comeback and just show all this warrior spirit. There's nothing wrong with Jalen Hurts. He's playing exactly like who he was. But you know what's funny about all of this is you're giving him this reasoning as to why he's playing badly when you didn't give that same benefit of the doubt to someone like Dak Prescott, who is actually on record with having to have hand surgery because his thumb on his throwing hand was fractured. And for those of you that don't know, anytime you get a fracture on the thumb on your throwing hand or any fingers, any of your dedos, if you get a fracture on any of these joints right here, it's going to lead to some grip issues. You're going to have weakness in that hand. It's probably going to be painful for you to try to grip anything. And it looks like he had an extra articular fracture, which means it was the lesser of the two evils as it pertains to the fractures that can be had on your thumb. The other one is an intra-articular one, which is right in the joint. And that means that the bone fractures into the joint. The extra-articular is a little less daunting as it doesn't have as much adverse effects. But either way, our quarterback actually did have to play last season with one of the most important parts of his body for the position that he plays on the field being not 100%. But I didn't hear anyone, including our own fans, maybe even some of you guys watching this video right now, I didn't hear anyone giving Dak Prescott the benefit of the doubt that maybe the dude's hurt. Maybe he's trying to muscle through something for the good of the team. Maybe he's trying to play through an injury. Maybe he has a warrior spirit. Maybe he has a heart of a champion. Maybe he's sacrificing his own well-being and his ability to play at 100% to be able to play for his team. Just like y'all bestow upon Jalen Hurts. You know, all those magnificently glorious lines that y'all give him. Yeah, maybe Dak Prescott was doing that last year. Oh, actually, it's actually noted that he did do that last year. You're insane if you don't think that coming off of a thumb surgery and a fracture and then having to play football against 300-pound men that are trying to destroy you on every single play. Hell, we see how dudes are trying to take Dak's head off even when he's trying to give himself up and slide this year. So you got 300-pound dudes trying to take your head off every single play. You think they care about landing softly on your thumb? You think they care about slapping your thumb or hitting your thumb when they're trying to swat for the ball? No! So it's not like a regular citizen's injury where we get a full chance to recover and we can guard it from getting hurt and we ain't got to let nobody touch on. Like, move! It ain't like that. He's going to get that mug banged on, hit, all of that. But we didn't give him that excuse last year. So why are we giving that to Jalen Hurts now? And he hasn't had any surgery. He hasn't really been listed on the injury report. There hasn't been anything come out that solidifies the fact that he is in fact playing injured. Outside of the fact that he had the same stomach bug that 10 of the Dallas Cowboys players had against the Buffalo Bills when we got the brakes beat off of us. But again, no one offers any of those types of bailouts for the Cowboys, but we understand why. People just rather have fun making fun of the Cowboys and trying to get clicks and likes and engagement off of being Cowboys trolls. We get that now. But what's sad about LeSean McCoy's situation is now the jig is up. You've exposed yourself for being fraudulent on Speak. At the very least, if you're going to be a moron, if you're going to be someone that presents yourself to the world as an ignorant fool, at least be an authentic ignorant fool. You're not even intelligent enough to understand that as a prominent media member now, you have to have a level of consistency for your takes and for the things that you say when you are on any of these platforms. You're so inexperienced and so bad at your job and just so ignorant in general to what's going on around you that you don't see that this right here just shows and proves to everyone that not only are you not this super eagle homer, and not only are you not an actual analyst and someone you can trust to talk football with you, but you're also inauthentic. Now, there's one thing about people like Stephen A. and Shannon Sharpe, and maybe you need to learn from Shannon Sharpe and even Skip Bayless. They're authentically themselves. For better and for worse. Skip Bayless doesn't come out of character. These guys are all stuck on stage, but you're just stuck on stupid. You don't understand how to actually do things that's going to add more ethos to what you're saying on national TV, because it's showing everyone that you're committed to the takes that you're actually spewing on television. It doesn't work the same when on one platform you're saying, oh, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of concerned, it just don't look the same. And then on the other platform, you're trying to play the role of the boisterous fool. It doesn't work like that, LeSean McCoy. But I shouldn't expect you to know that. And honestly, I shouldn't even know that. It's not like I'm on anyone's national television program. But hell, maybe I should be, because I could do a much better job than you guys of crafting and articulating inspired arguments that actually have a foundation built upon facts and tangible evidence that people can reach out to. It's not based off of me tap dancing up here like Gregory Hines, trying to make myself look good on national television, trying to be the cool eagle-loving guy on national television, and then when you're on a different platform, you got your tail tucked between your legs and you're stating that you have some concerns. That's not what you said on Speak. But I shouldn't be surprised, because as we see, nothing that you said on Speak was actually factual. It's just this time you got caught in the act. Now your entire entity looks fraudulent, Shady McCoy.
And you know what, Shady? I'm going to just go ahead and offer you this piece of advice. Don't get diabetes trying to put too much sugar in the Kool-Aid. Here's the thing. I know it's all cute and funny for you to go up here and act like a fool on national television, but like I said, there's one thing that you have to keep in mind for anyone that's on the internet or exposing themselves to a mass audience. Authenticity reigns supreme above all. The last thing you want is to give a large group of people ammo to not believe your claims and the things that you say, because at the end of the day, that type of thing leaves room for doubt to creep in as it pertains to other situations where you really want people to believe what you're saying, especially when it's an alleged situation that never really came to a head and I believe had to be settled out of court. So I'm going to just say this, Shady McCoy, you're walking a very, very treacherous line as it pertains to blatantly showing that you're not to be trusted and the words that are coming out your mouth may not exactly be the truth.
Why is this important? Honestly, it's not. It's just fun making Shady McCoy look, well, I guess like himself. But either way, Shady McCoy, go get some tips from Shannon Sharp on how to maintain a consistent take across all your different platforms so that way you don't cut yourself at the knees on your other platform. And y'all know how we always end these videos. How about them Cowboys? See you on the next one. Take it away, Pastor. Woo, this dude sucks.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo, shut up, my boy. Hey! I'm still them boys.